that you, Michael? There he is. Shake
That's
those
me.
palms.
Hi, good morning. All right, Trinity dancers. I love how they do this. Like this. Oh, that was in the safety deposit box area. Oh. Smooth move, Michael. Ride him, cowboy.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. You got to use your swag with this. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. White. Red. White. Red. White. Yes.
We live this every day, and as long as justice is served, that's all we care about.
Now it gets good.
Keep an eye on the prize, right?
Absolutely.
My biceps are feeling it. Tries to. Can we bring it back down? No. And here's the master, Santiago. How are you?
Not unwell.
I'm sick of looking up to you. For it. Okay, here we go. Look at this. Look at this. It's okay. I'm amazed I can do this actually.
Back balance.
Whoa! Look at that. Got nothing this morning. Back to you. Nothing. Oh no.
And we just wanted to make sure the rooster is doing all right, Michael.
Yeah, what the clock? He's fine. He took a tumble backward, actually 2 times. One time he didn't see on air, but you could see Special is no worse for the wear. He's doing okay. I'm painting my little painting here for the big fundraiser Saturday, but I just wanted to show everybody at home we're fine. Don't call, don't write. You know what? He's doing all right. Special, thank you very much for being on TV this morning. He'll move. Give him a second. But anyway, back to you.
Hey, it's 5:45. What's up, Michael?
What is up? The weather is up, and we're talking about some quiet weather for the next 5 to 7 days. For the most part, we'll have a couple of kinks here and there, but all in all, not looking at any major winter storms. I am looking at a rather substantial cool down coming late next week as we get into the Christmas holiday itself. I'll get to that in just a second. You can see ready cast as we go through time. The clouds will start to fill in advance of a fairly quiet system, a fairly weak system coming in from the north and west. Could touch off a few spritzes, sprinkles, something like that the first part of your Saturday and early Saturday afternoon. Not like the storm system we had last week. All right, you can see also Green Bay as you head out the door, pre-dawn hours of Saturday, few scattered snow showers. For us, still, the risk is there. Morning, even into early afternoon, I think we'll quiet things down as we get into your Sunday, get sunnier too. Snowfall amounts with this particular system, maybe a few tenths of an inch toward the north woods, but I'm not really expecting much at all. Satellite radar, you can see fair skies here. We have some frost on some of the windshields out there this morning. 21 Sheboygan, 13 Madison, 18 Janesville. The 20s by the immediate lakeshore. That the milder air is typically there this time of year. 13 in Madison, 12 in Watertown. With the wind factored in, it feels a little bit chillier, but again, nothing substantial at all. By the lake, you can see 17 Oak Creek, 16 in Brown Deer. Good morning to you. Low 20s in Port Washington, 21 as mentioned in Sheboygan. 26 the high, 21 the overnight low. Your normals 32 and 19. Look at the spreads with the temperatures this time of year. 54 record high. That doesn't even seem that warm, does it? 1877 record low of -20 back in 1894. Sun up 7:18, goes down about 4:19. We've been talking about this. Actually, the day's starting to get a little bit longer. Winter officially starts on Monday, coming in at 4:02 a.m. And also, I believe Capricorn starts that day, in case you're following the horoscope. So 38 to 39, somewhere in there the next few days here. Chance of wintry mix on Saturday, on Monday, on Wednesday, just about every other day with these impulses riding through the system. 32, 33, somewhere in there for overnight lows. And then we see the changes coming. Thursday, which is Christmas Eve, 22. I think it's going to be a struggle to get there on Friday for Christmas Day itself. It's going to be quiet. It will be sunny, but it'll be rather cold. Lows tonight will be mainly in the teens at that point as well.
There you go.
Perfect.
32-year-old Ren Lenhoff clutches her camera for both passion and profession.
Even though you rely on others, when it comes down to it, if you don't save the shot or you don't get the shot, it's all on you.
From this COVID crisis, she's developed a new sense of focus on family through her sidewalk sessions.
It really humbled me, and then also it taught me that not only that I was serving these families and giving something to break up the monotony of the day-to-day quarantine, but seeing them smile kind of made me smile and brought back some kind of normalcy, because I was really sad when this was all going on, and just the unexpected of everything was really scary.
Basically, this Milwaukee photographer spends her time these days going house to house, taking pictures of moms, dads, kids, pets, of course, from a safe distance.
My favorite lens is a 50mm, meaning I can be 6 feet away or I can get up close and personal. And I have to, you can't get close. So I've been changing the lenses I use. So I've been using the 24-70, which is a wide and then a close zoom lens. And then I've also been really putting a lot of emphasis on the 70-200mm. So I can basically be in the middle of the street and still capture families on their porch.
Lenhoff started Studio 29 photography a decade ago. Her latest project came out of an effort in Massachusetts called #FrontSteps. She took the concept and ran with it.
I pretty much start all my sessions with what we call a mantle shot. So I'll have everyone together, make sure everyone's looking great, looking at the camera, smiling, and then moving forward with that, I just kind of play with the kids, have the parents pick them up, toss them around, play tag, bring out their favorite toy, sing a song for me, dance. Yeah, we pretty much just hang out.
Ren's so easy to be around, so I think it's really easy to be natural around her and not feel like I'm in front of a camera. This is really awkward, so it's nice.
Bayview couple Sam and Billy Weber hired Lenhoff for some personal shots of them and their beloved Sasha and Edith.
People are getting so creative. Like Ren usually is in person taking photos in her studio or outside, so now she's doing it from a distance on people's porches. So everyone's getting creative to how to still be involved in the community and do their jobs.
What's a perfect picture?
The perfect picture, let's see. If you get everybody really just happy in their own element, usually I prefer if they're not looking at the camera and I can say something ridiculous to get people to really laugh, and just kind of a reaction shot.
And it's not just the perfect photo for profit either. Proceeds go to different organizations. Hunger Task Force just received close to $3,000. And now some of the money is going to the ER at St. Luke's Hospital.
Something essential for me is obviously food. So I figured if people are getting laid off, the food banks are going to need so much more. And then the St. Luke's came to mind because a lot of my clients are healthcare workers, and I know that they need help.
So far, 30 families from all over the area have called upon Lenhoff to snap a shot of their life. But they realize there's so much more to it than images and time.
It's such a good way to be involved in the community right now.
Lenhoff says she'd like to raise money for schools.
Maybe buying tech equipment or helping families be able to afford memberships to online sites for teaching.
But whatever she sets her eyes on, she knows her vision is clear. She's doing what she loves and also making a difference.
Good girls, yeah, good job.
It really is an experience. It's not just you're sitting in a field with some horses. There's magic happening too.
Horse lover and farm owner Wendy Konachek knows what's happening on her 114-acre property is something you don't see every day and everywhere. Jericho Farms 2 is a place to heal yourself with horses.
You feel a calmness when you're even just leaving here. It's a great experience.
Her Waukesha County site is also called the Horsepower Healing Center, where special programs are held for veterans, terminally ill people, and those with special needs. But for this event, it's all about bonding and meditating in a circle for an hour with a handful of horses.
It's an experience that stays with you.
Andrea Lewis-Visser and her husband James, who have been yoga people for years, participate proudly in the healing circle.
Animals just know how to be animals. They don't worry about things like we do. And for me, it was just calming and relaxing to be with them. And I was open to experiencing how that might affect me.
And did it?
Oh yeah.
How?
peaceful, relaxing, just enjoying being out here with them for a couple of hours.
Of relaxing and being with the land and the horses, the larger picture, that's something I can carry into and remember in everyday life.
It's almost like you have a field connection, a respect for each other. And Madison, she's a sweetheart.
Horses have been a part of Bob Lawn's life for a long time, so this kind of meditation just makes sense.
You really get bonded to nature and you get closer, and they feel you, meaning that they understand your emotions. If you're agitated, if you're angry, they'll keep their distance for a while, and then they'll come up to you and see how you're doing.
They're saying, relax, relax.
Linda Catterson is group leader. She's also a Reiki master teacher and brings her skills into the session.
The seats are already 6 to 8 inches feet apart, so because the horses are allowed to come into the circle. And then what I did last year, I was able to touch people because Reiki, you can either do it hands-on or from a distance. So last year I was able to touch people, and because I'm an intuit, I was able to touch them where I thought they needed the most healing. So then this year, I do it from a distance. You know, I stood there in the middle of the circle and I just kind of turned to everybody, and I can send it with my hands. In my hands, the energy gets real strong. Even I do this thing where I kind of make like an energy ball between my hands, and I just kind of like send the energy out to people.
Catterson knows before she starts to lead, she needs to be in the right frame of mind and body.
For me, I have to be totally cleansed of any anger, any jealousy, any negative emotion. So what I'll do is I'll come out here with the horses and I'll sit, and immediately I'll burst into tears. And I have no idea why. And I'm just sitting there going, crying, crying, crying.
I cannot call you a horse whisperer.
Maybe. I can whisper. I can hear sometimes.
And while you can't really label her in those terms, she tells me she's working on being an animal communicator. However you define it, though, her role is something powerful to so many and gives new meaning to the word horsepower.
It's 50% me and the horses. It's 50% you, the participant. If you are willing to give up what you don't need, then that's half the battle. But if you're sitting there going, it's not going to work, I don't like this, I'm just here for the sunshine, then it's not. So that's why I tell people ahead of time, please bring what you want to work on you. If you don't know, just say, you know, please release all my fears in this circle, and just leave it at that.
It's a feeling of gentleness and inclusiveness, yeah.
Every new experience gives you something more to talk about, to think about, to maybe probe in a little different way.
What can we learn from them?
I think a calmness, that issues that we think are so catastrophic and emotionally triggered and wired to the nth degree, creatures like a horse who has so much power and so much strength to control their process, they can show you how gentle they are. Yes, I understand.